Hey,
Hey, y'all.
happy Saturday, everybody. How you guys doing? Now, I know I told y'all that we were going to do this review later, but what I thought I had to do today, I had the wrong day. It's next Saturday. So we good to go. I hit JB up and I was like, can we do it? Can we go ahead and do it, this morning? Because I'll be home. And he was like, I'm up. Let's do it. So here we go. Here we are, y'all. Here we are. Hey, everybody. Hey. Shut up, Quake. Listen, I told y'all I had to go get my hair done this morning. You see it? You see it. No, the bonnet is gone. Baby, I had my bonnet on last night. The people was talking about me. Because they know how I feel about bonnets in public. But my thing is, that's how I feel about bonnets in public. I was wearing a bonnet for what the use is. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't at the grocery store shopping with a bonnet on. I wasn't at the airport taking a 5-hour flight with my bonnet on. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you like my babies? We can't wear the bonnets and
listen, bonnets and pajamas. I don't understand. I just don't get it. But we ain't gonna go down that road, child. I ain't arguing with y'all today. Oh, I put it for PM and not AM. My bad, y'all. My bad. My apologies. I put the wrong thing. My bad.
Child, DB, I know who you talking about.
Listen, he's celebrating. He said it's his birthday weekend. He probably out in them streets, honey. He out in them streets. Sorry, y'all, if I confused y'all. I had PM instead of AM. My bad. I sent the DM, and when I sent the DM, I said PM too. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kevin. I call myself giving Kevin the info because Kevin hits me up every week. Like, what we doing? What time? And who? He be looking for us every week. My bad. I thought I was giving Kevin the information. My bad. My bad, y'all. That's on me. I don't think I can change it. I think once you go live, I don't know if I can change it to AM.
I don't think you can.
Yeah, once you go live, you can't change it. So my apologies if I confused anyone. Lady of Virtue, what's going on, my love? Hey, everybody coming in. So listen, y'all, this week, I'm excited to talk about this week. This week was the crossover, the Beyond the Gates, Young and the Restless crossover. Put in the chat what y'all rated. A scale of 1 to 10. Put it in the chat. What you rated, JB? Scale of 1 to 10.
Actually, I'm gonna go with a 10 because it was like really.
Baby, let me tell you something. This was tens across the board for me. I'm gonna tell you how I know. This how you know that this was a good week for me. Mm-hmm. Because every day when I got home from work, the first thing I did was watch Beyond the Gates. Like y'all know, sometimes the episodes get backed up, and I'm like, dang, I gotta watch like 3 episodes. No, not this week. This week. The first thing I did when I turned my TV on, baby, was Beyond the Gates.
For me, I I work from home, so I try to watch it on my lunch break. Some days I can't watch it on my lunch break because I'd be like, I don't be feeling it. But this week, I made sure that when 1 o'clock hit, I'm in the living room glued to that TV because it was a great week. Friday's episode had me cracking up when Nicole told Leslie to sit her ass down and get talking to an adult.
Baby, that thing snapped. That thing is in my notes. I wrote in my notes, Nicole snapped on Leslie. When she said give it to an adult, baby, I said yes. Letitia Edwards, welcome. She said, hey, I watch every week, but this is my first live. Well, I'm glad you could join us.
Welcome.
Come on in. Yeah. Me too. I had to watch them live this week, right, Brandon? Listen.
Oh, see, Golden. That was my only complaint this week.
Well, y'all know listen. I got that in y'all. Well, y'all know we're gonna talk about it, but I think that's gonna be the last thing that we talk about because, baby, we have thoughts. And I purposely I tried to reach out to Treese to let her know if she wanted to come on, she could. Mm-hmm. But she didn't answer, so she must be out in them streets, child, because she didn't even answer the phone. And normally she'll hit me back. She didn't even hit me back. So Treese, if Treese does drop down, just know, boo, if you want to come up, you by all means, can come up. And I'm sure Treese cut up this week. I haven't had a chance because I don't watch people's reviews until after I've kind of done. I want to do my review and kind of, I don't want my opinion to be swayed, so I don't watch it. So I'll probably catch Treese's stuff today and tomorrow. So I don't even know what she's been talking about. but I'm sure she has had fun with this. Y'all know Treese give y'all, acting and outfits and accents and songs. I know Treese gives performances. So hey, Auntie Kim, what's up, boo?
But I was screaming, Daddy, no.
Have you worked out your schedule yet so you can get on this boat with us?
I have
Auntie
not.
Kim, she don't know she can get on the boat because she says too close to Mardi Gras, and she has stuff to do for Mardi Gras. But baby, we need Auntie Kim on this ship with us. JB coming.
I'm working it out.
He working it out.
I'm gonna work it out.
You watching Shade in the City and you last night. Okay, all right, cool. So for me, it was 10s across the board. I think this was so well done. I do not think. I love the fact that they didn't try to give us too much. Like they didn't bring in 5,000 people from Young and the Restless. I love the fact that I didn't need to know anything that was going on Young and the Restless to follow it. Oh, I don't mean to have that in your face. Because I was a little nervous about that part. I was like, so am I going to have to watch Young and the Restless? Like, but I love that we didn't have to have any of that. Like, even if you don't know who Victor Newman is, you understood who Victor Newman was. You know what I'm saying?
Now we'll say something funny. So,
go ahead.
Young and the Restless. Now before we even get into it, so you remember after this tornado hit, right? They were asking, "Where's Victor? Where's Victor?"
Baby,
I was watching the Young and the Restless. At the end of that episode that day, Victor comes back because Nikki was worried, like, "Oh my God, Victor is there's a hurricane, there's a tornado, or whatever that hit in Maryland." So his son Adam and his wife or girl. Y'all, is Chelsea and Adam married? Let me know. But Adam and Chelsea were talking to Nikki, and Chelsea got on the phone. She was like, well, it says that it blew through there. And while they were talking, Victor walks in talking about, oh, I just got back. I was like, how in the hell did you just get back?
Baby, they were looking for Victor, and Victor was home. And I was like, when the hell did Victor leave? When the hell?
He must have dipped after he got up there and spoke for Martin. He must have dipped that at that point.
Yeah, after he spoke, he must have went straight. Yeah, he must have went straight for the helicopter and was like, "Yeah, dude,
get me the fuck out
lights flickering and shit. I'm good." I said that damn Victor Newman, like, and y'all know I'm a casual Young and the Restless. Like when I was younger, my grandmother would watch it, but she would watch the first 30 minutes of Young and the Restless, and then she would flip it to all my children. So I never really got into it that much, but I knew who the people were. Like I knew Peter, Nikki, Vicky, Vicky's brother, I guess at the time. Not Victoria. Who was their daughter? Wasn't it Victoria? Vicky? Wasn't it a character Victoria or something like years ago?
Victoria's the daughter. Victoria is Nikki and Victor's daughter. Victoria.
Right. Okay. So I remember her. And of course Victor. And then Peter, and then of course the black people, you know what I mean? Like I knew that kind of stuff. Yeah, Drusilla and all that. I knew all of that, but I mean it's been years since I watched Young and the Restless. But the fact that they still on the show and I knew them, like, okay. Peter's plastic surgeon.
Huh? I said shout out to Eric Braden because he's for black people. That man.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, he don't play no games. And I love even in his speech, and I love how even in his speech he acknowledged Martin and Smitty and them being a same-sex couple and being proud of them and all that. I love how that was even included in his speech. Like, yeah, he's definitely very much he can come to the cookout. You know what I mean? Because he be on Twitter getting people together.
Especially y'all's president.
Ciao. And the trolls.
Because he hates that. Yeah, and definitely the trolls.
Oh yeah, he be getting them trolls together. Victor been Victor for as long as I've been. Yeah, Victor been Victor. Now he's a vampire.
Because what the man
I met some of the cast of Young and the Restless.
Oh, that's what's up.
And Victor Newman is exactly who you think he is. I know that's right. Why didn't Victor take his daughter with him? Victor was like, listen, they having a good time. I'm gonna let them party. Like I don't even think he was thinking like that. Like he was like, I'm gonna let the young folk do what the young folk do. I'm gonna head on back home. I'm gonna head on back to Genoa City. But and I put this in my notes to talk about later on, but yeah, no, we ain't doing that. I put this in my notes to talk about later on, but since we here, we can go ahead and kind of talk about it now. It seems as though they're setting us up for a crossover into Genoa City. I don't know. Did you kind of get that vibe a little bit?
Yeah, when they invited them to Genoa City,
I got that vibe. The Joey of it all with the whole. We'll talk about it more, but it was a couple of hints that made me feel like, oh, we might be getting a crossover into Genoa City. When they invited them to Genoa City, and and even Smitty was like, we might have take you up on that. Like I feel like we might, even with that whole conversation with Joey and them, wanting Joey. Haley and Kyle, yeah. So I kind of feel like we might get another crossover in a couple of months. I'm not sure, but I'll be here for it. Because they did such a good job. I'll be watching Young and the Restless for the week. I might not know none of the other storylines, but I'll be watching for the week. It feels like Haley might move on to Young and the Restless. Oh, now that would be a great crossover if she runs over there to run a con over there now. But Shana, Nana, hey, goodbye. Okay.
Well, skedaddle, Haley.
Okay. Victor viewed Neil like his son. He let him be in charge of the company. However, he really wanted his son to be in charge. Yeah. Okay. Well, I know me. I did do my notes like I usually do my notes. I kind of just took notes as I went through episode by episode. So y'all know us. We can flow with it. And when I get to the end of my notes, whatever I didn't touch or y'all feel like we need to get more into, just put it in the chat. So let's get into this. So Monday, I'm just starting with Monday. Monday they really didn't quite get to it yet. It was a lot of like people getting ready for the event. So we have I'm gonna do Vanessa later because she pissed me off the most. So let's just do a little light. We have Leslie scheming on getting a ticket. I mean, Leslie is Leslie. Look, baby, if you can't laugh at Leslie, you ain't got a sense of humor. Leslie is Leslie. Leslie was scheming on getting a ticket to this event. Now, for once, Eva actually put her foot down.
For once.
She was like, no, I have my +1. I'm not getting you a ticket. I'm not going to try to get you a ticket. And you're going to have to do what you have to do. And I love that she stuck to it. Because, I mean, I don't know. Like, we always talk about how she can't stick to it with her mom. But I feel like on this one, she did. I feel like she did it. I feel like she did.
Yeah, I thought it was good that she was able to say, hey, Ma, I'm going with Isaiah. And you got to figure out how you're going to get it. Like, if you want to go. And then I love the fact that she asked her, why do you want to go? Like, what is one of Martin's policies that you like? When she couldn't name something, I said, exactly. You're going for your own ulterior motive, which I was like, what motives? Well, it's a bunch of money movers in this thing. And we all know Leslie is new money. So she's trying to find any way that she can, which, again, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to leave it alone. I know Leslie gets, like a stipend from that trust fund every month, right? But how much money does she really have? Because I'm for this to be a political event, I'm sure those tickets cost an arm and a leg.
Well, let me say this. It doesn't look like she's throwing around money like she was the first couple. Like, it looks like they've slowed down. And I don't know if it's because we just did so much complaining or whatever, but it does look like she slowed down a little bit. I'm not sure again, we remember that first check was over $1 million, but I don't know what the monthly intake is, but it does look like, even if she's still spending it, they're not showing us her being ridiculous. She clearly still living at the hotel because what she call her house? Her house isn't done yet, and of course we know she even with the clinic, I love how they had her go get a partner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So again, it's not like she just did the whole thing herself. So I love how they they had her get a partner. I don't know. At this point, y'all, I'm done fighting about it. I'm done fighting about.
That's why I said I'm gonna say it and leave it alone.
Yeah, I mean, it's clear that they and we talked about that before. They just had to find a way to make her rich. That's it. They just had to find a way to give her money so that she could move in these spaces, even though she's still an outsider. So so now she can afford to get a ticket to, the fundraiser. She can be in the country club. She can be in certain spaces without it always being how she get there, whatever. I feel like that's just all it was.
I think it's still gonna be how did she get there because of who she is and how she maneuvers things. And I like that which I'm not gonna get ahead of ourselves, but I like that conversation came up with Anita later in the week. It's like, girl, God ain't thinking about you like that.
Right.
And it's not how it works.
She offered to pay for what church's renovations? I missed that one.
She offered to pay for Mona's church's renovations because she gave Mona a big check.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Child, you know what? Can I be honest with y'all? That was the one thing on Monday's episode I just didn't care nothing about. I just didn't. Because, I mean, I know it's just her trying to get back in Mona's good graces. I want them to do something with Mona. Like, I feel like they got Mona all over the place. First we had this weird PSA on diabetes. Then we got this weird situation with her and Randy. Like, I like Mona, and I think there's so much more that they could do with Mona's character. Right. I don't like that they're making her, and this is no disrespect to people who are very
religious,
dedicated to their faith, but they're making her so churchy that they're sort of painting her in a corner.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like the whole thing with her and Randy and like that whole flirtation thing, but then it's almost like they put her in a corner with that she can't even flirt with him and allow him to be interested in her. Like I would have loved to have seen almost like a double side of Randy, like Randy over here scheming and that, but then Randy really wants to be a good person. Like they could have her in the church without him here. Don't you what are you flirting with me for? I'm a church girl. Like, girl, you don't have to be that. It ain't got to be that deep.
The main thing I want from Mona is to ditch Jan as a friend because Jan ain't shit.
Oh, well, Jan ain't shit.
Like, Jan ain't shit.
Yeah, Jan ain't shit. But yeah, I really want them to do something with Mona. So I'm going to be honest with y'all. If it was anything I really didn't pay attention to this week, it was that whole scene at Orphe Jeans. I didn't know she was raising money for diabetes. I didn't know what she was doing because I feel like I either fast forward through it or I just tuned it out. I just didn't care. I didn't know. I was like, is she raffling off a ticket for the event? Like, what is she doing? Like, I didn't know. I saw her coming there with this big bag and a check and all that. And I was like, so I'm sorry I missed that one, y'all. I apologize. I really thought I had the gist of that, but I'm clearly not. I clearly missed all of that, Church folk be on that freak though. Right, but they need to give me that, right? Like they're not giving, like I understand that just because you are in your faith doesn't mean you're a perfect person. Hell, we know that. But give us that. Like even when Randy is just trying to have a decent conversation with Mona, it's like, no, don't talk to me that way. I'm a church girl. Let that man flirt with you. It's not that serious.
Right.
Harold said, my issue with Jan is how much of an overbearing mother she is, always breathing down Ashley's neck. I don't mind her as a friend.
I do.
This is what I'm going to say about Jan. Again, same thing with Mona. I need y'all to figure out what y'all going to do with her. Because it's almost like y'all started giving us a storyline. It's almost like y'all started giving her. Huh?
They did with Jan and that boyfriend.
With the guy she met on the cruise or something, but then they never went anywhere else with that. Now, I'm going to tell you what would have been a perfect storyline, although... And we're about to get to that in a minute with the Impaler being Joey's sister. But would it have been interesting if they had actually given her a boyfriend, like some dude she met on the cruise, and they actually showed her with this guy from time to time, and he ended up being the Impaler? Like, give me something with Jan. Like, give me something. I feel like with Jan and Mona, they're just floating around, and y'all aren't giving us anything.
I agree.
But, so anyway, so Mona... Right. So Leslie ended up getting a ticket, child. So while this was going on, we had Jacob and Isaiah talking. And again, it's just more the same. Isaiah checking in on his brother because he understands that his brother might be dealing with some other issues or whatever, the PTSD. I think we're going to get deeper into Jacob's PTSD. I think they're slow walking that storyline, which is fine because there's so much other stuff going on. We don't really care about Jacob like that. Anything you want to add about Jacob and Isaiah's conversation?
It's the fact that you say we don't care about Jacob like that. But
I mean, well, do we?
But I agree.
If I'm wrong, tell me if I'm wrong.
I didn't care about that scene. No, I didn't care about that scene because, again, like you said, we can see the signs clearly. Which, yeah, he got PTSD. I'm okay with him having PTSD and the grief, as opposed to, well, no, I'm not even gonna say that no more. I just with Ashley is just like it's dragging on, but I agree with you.
I'm just saying, I don't know. Okay. I miss Rashad. We do not know. We do not miss Rashad. Don't do it. Don't lie.
Please.
Don't nobody miss him.
I don't miss that.
Nobody miss him
at all.
We don't miss nothing about him. We don't miss nothing about Rashad.
Not a damn thing.
I do have a question for all y'all internet sleuths, for the people who really be digging deep into these characters and stuff like that. The guy that plays the chief, the guy that plays his dad, the character that plays his dad, he has a DC accent.
Oh, does he?
And I wonder if he's really from our area. He does. Oh no, he does. He's got a DC. Every time I hear him talk, I'm like, this was some great casting because he absolutely sounds like he's from DC. Have you ever heard because I don't think I have a DC accent. I mean, some people say I do, but I really don't think I do.
I'm so used to hearing the Maryland accents.
Well, that's all of us, all of us. But if you listen to his Baltimore accent. Well, Baltimore's different. Yeah, Baltimore accent is different. It's definitely different. But when you hear his dad talk, I feel like his dad sort of really does have like a DC Maryland accent. He really has a legit DC accent. Okay, Auntie Kim, you noticed it too. Yeah. So I'm wondering if he's from DC. You're talking about Elon. I think he's from Philly. Okay, I can see that too. I can see it being a Philly. Okay. But he definitely has a northern, I hear it when he talks. Every time I hear it, he talks. What exactly is a DC accent? So with DC, we have certain slang, obviously. But when you hear a DC accent, we change THs into Fs. Seriously. He's from Washington, D.C. He was born in 1972. Okay. Born in okay, so see, he was. I knew I heard a DC accent. He has a DC accent.
Okay.
He really had. Okay, wait a minute. I know a lot of DC people who sound country. Christopher, where are you from? Tell me where you're from. Because a lot of people who are from up north, they tend to think that DC has a country accent because they're from up further up north. But anyway, I hear it. So I just wanted to say that I've been ever since the show started. I'm like, yes, he definitely. But think about if you hear DC people talk, if you ever hear me say mother and father, I mean, I'm sorry, we do V's and F's instead of TH. I never say mother. I say my mother. My father.
Okay.
Yeah. And then of course we have our slang. And it's just the way I can hear it. I can't always explain it, but I can hear it.
That can kind of sound a little country.
You ever listen to Lonnie B?
I have to listen.
You know who Lonnie B is?
Y'all know who he is.
Listen to Lonnie B. Lonnie B, Chanel. They have deep. You're from Baltimore. Yeah. A lot of people listen, that Baltimore DC thing, baby. The Baltimore DC people, baby. The Baltimore people act like they 5 hours up north. Baltimore people call us country all the time. And I'm like, y'all are literally 45 minutes north of us. It is literally, I could be in Baltimore in 45 minutes. Like it's literally 45 minutes. And Baltimore people will tell us all the time that we are just country. I'm like, you are.
But y'all say mother like how Canaan say mother on Raising Canaan. Ugh. But I mean, I guess because it's a look. I mean, cause I'm hella country, so because I say we don't really say mother and father. We would just say mama, daddy. I like we.
Yeah, dummy. That's a Philly. I mean, that's a Baltimore word. Dummy. Everything is dummy in Baltimore. Dummy. And in Baltimore they say two
and do.
And instead of dog they say Doug. Got Doug. I love DC. I never understood the beef between Baltimore and DC because I don't know either, but it was. I mean, I don't have a beef with nobody. But it's definitely. But DC and Baltimore, I think the big thing is because people lump us together. Yeah. People who don't live in the area lump DC and Baltimore together, and we're nothing alike. We don't do like we don't have the same style. We don't have the same slang. We don't have the same music. We are so different, yet we are literally only an hour apart, but we are so different. And I think that's where the irritation comes in, when people just lump us together. Oh, you near Baltimore? No, I'm not near Baltimore. Even though you are, but you're not. You know what I'm saying? It just seemed like growing up, it just seemed like a whole world away. Like Baltimore just seemed like just a different world.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, like even now, it's funny because even now, if somebody says to me, let's meet down in Annapolis, I'll be ready to roll. I'll be like, okay, Annapolis is probably 30 minutes, but depending on traffic, maybe a 30-minute drive. Let somebody say, let's meet down in Baltimore. I'll be like, nah, I'm good on that. It is about the same amount of time for me. From my house, it probably takes me about the same amount of time to get to Baltimore as it takes to get to Annapolis. Ask me to go to Baltimore. I'm going to be like, why? Where? Who? What we doing? Why we going? You know what I'm saying? But if somebody say let's go to Annapolis, I'm ready. Let's go. It's weird. I don't know. It's a mental thing, I guess. But anyway, it's similar. Like people from upstate New York and New York City. I'm from Buffalo. Culture, accent. It's totally it's just a totally different world. Anyway, y'all, let's get back to this. But I did notice that I heard it, so I wasn't wrong. Okay, he's from DC. Even if he's lived in other places, that accent probably kicked right in for him.
Yeah, that accent don't go away.
Playing somebody from DC. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Even in I already talked about that. Okay, Mona and Leslie, I talked about that. Okay, so let's double back around. Oh, Samantha, baby, poor Samantha was trying to talk to her brother, and he wasn't hearing nothing she had to say.
And I wasn't hearing him. Because he
really thought that just because they had sex, he could change her mind. Well, now that we've taken our relationship to another level, she'll probably be coming to. No, she's not coming anywhere. She's still going to UCLA, and she's going to break up with you because she done already told you. She's already told you that.
That's why I said I wasn't listening to him, because now he think that he done had sex for the first time. Well, he done had sex with her 2 times. Now I guess he expect her to be, sprung and say, "Oh, I'm not going to go to UCLA. I'm going to stay here with Tyrell." Sir,
that's not how that works, sir. That's not how any of that works.
It ain't. You ain't the first, and
right. You're not even her first. Right. She's your first. You're not hers. You are not her first, sir.
And his sister trying to put him up on game. Poor little man.
She's trying to get it together. She's trying to teach him. She's trying to learn him some things. Poor little Tink Tink.
Right.
Poor little Tink Tink. Because, baby, this is not going to end the way you think it is. I hate to be the one to tell you, but Tink Tink is not going to end the way you think it is.
Definitely ain't.
Anyway. So that's all I have. So now let's double back to Vanessa. And of course, I put in my notes, I have Vanessa, Joey, the Impala, Danny. So Joey sends Vanessa to his apartment because he was like, look, I don't know who this Impala is. I don't know how dangerous this could possibly be. So I'm sending you to the apartment and you don't go nowhere until I tell you it's safe, right? Now, Can we double back to the Impala for a second? Why was Joey anticipating? Did I miss something? Why was Joey anticipating this being such a contentious meeting? Like, why was he anticipating violence? He had weapons stashed all over the place. Like, why was he so? I don't know. It was weird. I was like, why? Where's this
Well, you
coming from,
remember
sir?
the impaler when they set up the meeting, the impaler only wanted him to have one person there and no weapons there. So for him, since he don't technically know who this person is, I'm not going. We on my property, and I'm gonna have something around, so that way, if something were to pop off, he's good. He don't want. I feel like he didn't want to be ambushed, which is why he did
I
that.
mean, I guess it just seemed. I don't know. It was just. I don't know. The only way she stays is if she gets pregnant. Now that'll be an interesting. I do think she's going to have a scare. I don't know if she's going to actually be pregnant, but I definitely think there's going to be a scare. But I'm like, I think JB said she probably. I don't know if that was JB or somebody in the chat that said last week. Even if she pops up pregnant, she seemed like the kind of person I'd be like, yeah, well, I'm not having it.
I hope that happens because I want to see how Martin and Smitty react to it. Since they give him
so we're gonna see Golden. Hold on to that because we're gonna get to that. See, Golden said Vanessa and I will be done. Martin's fundraiser is not about her and that man. She keeps trying to shove her down everybody's throat. We're gonna come back to that because I definitely have an opinion about that. But when we get to that,
I do too.
Yeah. Okay, so Vanessa calls Danny because she knows if she called Nicole, she feel like Nicole be judging her. So she called Danny. But here's the thing. Vanessa, you're really, 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 really pissing me off more than you normally do. Because at the end of the day, why do you keep acting like you don't understand this world that you stepped into? Like you keep acting like you don't understand. Like everybody around you gets it, except for you. And like Danny asked her, Danny was like, well, you're only a part of his. She was like, well, I don't understand why he would make me leave. We're partners. She was like, no, y'all are partners romantically and y'all are partners in the legit side of his business. And she was like, well, I've been pressing for more. Why? I don't understand why you have this need for more. Like this man is trying to protect you. This man is trying to keep you out of harm's way. Why do you keep insisting on getting in harm's way? And I have to give Joey credit that he keeps trying to keep her out of it. Like I got to give him credit for that. He keeps trying to keep her out of it, and you want to be in the midst of it while everybody is trying to protect your ass. And so, with all of that going on, Danny asked her. Danny was like, she basically pushes back, and she even brings up the kids like, you have like you. She very nicely basically said, you're really choosing this relationship over everything and everybody else. And she eventually put Danny out. And I was like, see, you really don't want friends. You want people to agree with you.
That was it for me when I was listening to the conversation because I was like, Danny didn't say anything negative or nasty towards Vanessa. She's actually being realistic with you. Same thing with Nicole. She takes it as judgment, but Nicole is not being judgmental, in my personal opinion. I think Nicole is like, this is my best friend. This is a man that everybody in town knows what he does, but the police just haven't been able to arrest him, make something shake and stick, right? But we all know what Joey does and who Joey is. And for you to want, it's one thing that you are in a relationship with him. It's another thing that you're running heart attached, right? Which is a legal escort business. But then you want to get involved in his illegal business where he has enemies that will potentially come after you. And you're not even, it's not even just you. You got 2 kids that you got to worry about. Like the way we kept saying she wasn't worried about Deanna, you really ain't worried about Deanna and Donnell in this situation. When he's telling you the impaler, I don't know who this person is. I don't know what this person wants. Like my brain would be like, yeah, I would call Danny or one of my friends to come over and be with me. But I would also be checking on my kids and be like, y'all good? And nobody strange came around y'all, nothing like that. And then for her to get mad at Danny, when she say, are you thinking about your kids? You get mad. Because the answer is no, she's not thinking about her kids. She ain't thought about her kids since Doug died. And that's the truth of it all. Because again, like we said, the last time Deanna came home for the cotillion, when Deanna came home for the cotillion, how Deanna was ready. That girl has been giving you her ass to kiss for weeks. But your daughter comes home and she's like, Mom, let's go out for something. Let's go out to eat. And the minute this man calls you, you answer the phone. You don't give a fuck about your kids. You only, like Harold said, it's all about her. And it's she, not Harold, but Xavier. More, she wants more, more, more. And I'm like, more, more, and more is gonna get you hurt. So Vanessa pisses me off.
And I don't understand how many times people have to tell you. And again, you don't really want friends. You want a yes man. You want somebody that's going to just tell you what you want to hear instead of what you need to hear. And I may not always like what my friends tell me, but I always appreciate that they're honest in telling me. And you purposely didn't call Nicole because you feel like Nicole is judging you, where I don't really feel like Nicole is judging her. But at the end of the day, it's really irritating me, and I'm kind of just over it at this point. Like, I'm not amused by it. Well, I was never amused by it. But at this point, it's just getting ridiculous. It's just getting ridiculous at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
In my opinion. I'm not sure. The other part of this is we finally, which we kind of already knew, the Impaler. I keep saying Impaler, y'all. I mean, I keep saying Impaler instead of Impaler. The Impaler is Joey's sister. Now, it's clear that there's more going on here. I mean, they had a nice little reunion and all that great stuff. Yeah. But it's clear that Joey thinks there's more here. And the look on her face, there's more going on, right?
Right.
I don't know. How did you feel about this? It was sort of anticlimactic since we had kind of all figured it out. But how did you feel about it?
It was anticlimactic, but I will say I cracked up laughing at Joey when he was like, "What is your dealings with this Impaler guy?" And she was like,
"Right,
big brother, I am the Impaler." And he looked and he started laughing. I cracked up. I said, "I know he didn't." And she just started looking at him like, "Nigga, well, not nigga."
Laughed in her face. Sure did.
But she's like, "You laughing in my face?" And he was like, "No way, you're not the Impaler." She's like, "Yes, I am." She was like, "He's like, it's a man." Now, I did like how she explained it. Like, I would let people believe whatever they want to believe about the Impaler, right? And she, they talked about their dad. He's like, "I'm nothing like that man. If that man wasn't dead, I would love to get to meet him, but unfortunately, it sounds like their daddy did." But yeah, it was anticlimactic because I mean, we put two and two together that she was the Impaler. Now, I don't know her from the other soap opera, so I don't know what kind of character she's played before, but look like she's sticking around for a little bit, so we'll see what she wants. Because with her asking Joey to go into business with her, I was like, ooh. We've heard Joey say numerous amounts of times, even to Elon, that is nothing that he wants to put his name on it. So I was like, this is going to be interesting. Is she going to come for his territory? Oh, she was on GH. She played the. Oh,
that was. You know what? That was Christina's, because I knew her face was familiar, but I didn't know where that is. Yeah, got it.
I couldn't remember it either. She played Christina's professor that Christina had the crush on. Parker.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
Now I remember. I forgot all about that. I literally didn't. And crazy thing is, I was watching GH this week, and I saw Christina. And I was wondering, because I was like, wasn't Christina a lesbian? Well, she did have a girlfriend. She had a girlfriend after that woman. Okay, thank you, Cheap. I was like, cool. But yeah, so she's played a professor. Now she's playing a mobster. Interesting. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Okay. But it's definitely, that's the other thing I was going to say too about why this week was so good to me. I feel like this week opened up so many potential storylines, and this is definitely one. We know that this wasn't just a one-off. We know, because even though she said, "Oh, we moved our business out of the DMV area," I mean, I don't think he believes it, and I don't think she was telling the truth. You know, like, and he even said, "No, she's here for a reason. There's something more going on."
Right. Xavier, I'm with you. I miss the old Christina and the old Molly, but the old Molly, she fucked herself over. Just gonna be honest, she fucked herself.
What happened to the old Molly? What'd she do? I missed it. Look, I don't know all the backstory. What'd she do?
She was in a drunk driving accident where she towed somebody's car up, and GH fired her because of that, because she had to go to court and all that kind of stuff. She had a bad DUI.
Oh, okay.
A terrible. So, but I think she's getting her career back on track. She's doing. I think I read that she's doing a Lifetime movie. So, congratulations to her.
Well, good. I mean, listen. I mean, don't get me wrong. We know we're not gonna get into the caring of it all. We know that's a serious thing, but glad she's getting help, and all of the things. All of the things.
Yeah.
It felt more like a sweep. Yeah, it definitely was a lot going on. It was definitely a lot going on, and I wasn't mad about it.
Yeah, they did a really great job. I was watching Kobe because I was on Twitter last night, and I saw Kobe had did it. She was in her dressing room, and she was like, "It's so funny watching it." She said, "I was watching with the cast because when they filmed the scenes, there was nothing. It was an empty. They were in a room, and it was just quiet. So all they're doing is just literally screaming, and there's nothing going on. They don't hear anything. There's nothing going on." And she was like, "We didn't know how it was going to translate on screen," but she said it turned out great, and it really did. To know that they were screaming in a room with no noises, no nothing.
Oh yeah, this definitely turned out really well. Yeah.
And shout out to Kobe because my gosh, I know some of y'all don't like my girl Kat, but Kat did great yesterday. I was in my again.
She did a really, really good job. Yeah, y'all know I'm not the biggest Kat fan, but she did a really, really good job.
Like that girl did a great job yesterday. Kobe, shout out to Kobe because you did that, sis.
Yeah, she definitely. I mean, I don't have no complaints. Yeah, I know she ain't my favorite person. Her character isn't my favorite person, but she definitely did a really good job. Yeah, she did. Kat had your eyes welling up. Listen, Friday's episode definitely, baby. Nicole's reaction. We ain't got there yet, but Nicole's the lady who plays Nicole, baby. The way her reaction when they lifted that tree and she saw Martin, baby. I don't think we've seen that much emotion out of Nicole. I don't think we've seen that much emotion out of her since she found out her husband had a whole baby on her, honey.
Baby, that tree. I was actually like her too. When they lifted that tree and I saw Martin, I was like, it was a mess. Hell, Anita, when she sprained her ankle and pushed that man back into the ballroom. It was a good week.
Baby, the way Anita was limping around. Anita was reminding me of what's my girl? Oh shoot. The way she was limping at the end, looking all regal, but still limping with that cane. She was reminding me of oh my gosh, I can see her face right now. In Harlem Nights, after Quick shot her toe. Y'all know what I'm talking about, Harlem Nights? I am in charge of the girls. I don't know why her face is, I can see her face right now, but it's totally, her name is totally escaping me. But in Harlem Nights, how she was walking around with that cane after Quick shot her pinky toe.
Oh,
Delarice, thank you, Delarice. He shot me in my pinky toe. I can't believe he shot me. And she was limping around on that cane, honey. Yep, Delarice, y'all got it. I knew y'all was gonna get it. I knew y'all had my back. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. This is crazy as hell. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm multitasking. I'm trying to get my groceries together.
Yeah.
But look, I need it delivered today, so I'm trying to hurry and put the order in. I had a taste for some steak, so I was like, I'm gonna order me a little piece of steak. Why is it $30 for some steak?
Oh no, they can have that.
I mean, it's cheaper. I mean, this is one of the things I'm gonna have to go in a grocery store and really look at. But it's cheaper for me to just order. It's cheaper for me to order a dinner from like Outback or something. This is crazy as hell. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. Y'all have my attention, but I was really just trying to get my grocery store in. Well, it won't be no steak today.
Not for $30. Jesus.
I do see some cuts for as cheap as like $12 or $13, but those are for like the thin, like that's not a steak. Chow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just go on the store. Like that's crazy. But at this point, it's cheaper for me to just order me a dinner from Outback or something. Which I don't really want. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all got my attention. I was just trying to finish up my order because I was doing my order before we got started. Anyway, okay. So that was pretty much okay. So let's get into Tuesday. Victor arrives. That's what I wrote in my notes. Baby, the way Victor landed up on that helicopter and walked about that helicopter, I mean, it was a green screen, you could tell, but we don't care. Yeah. Baby, it was giving what I needed. Him and Vernon in the backseat of that limo, sipping on that brown liquor.
Mm-hmm.
Sipping on that brown liquor, two Titans. I said, yes.
I was here for it. I loved every moment of it.
I was definitely here for it. The helicopter was so cold. Right. Not on Anita's yard. Child, I bet she wasn't complaining. She won't complaining. But I love again, we had the whole crossover. We had Kyle. Hold on, y'all. I got it here. Abby, Devon, Peter,
Jack.
And who's Peter's wife? Jack. I'm sorry, I keep saying Peter's his real name. Jack.
Yeah, Jack and Diane.
Every time I hear Jack and Diane, you know what I think about, How the helicopter make it from Genoa City, Wisconsin to DC? What you mean?
Well, when you got the money. Helicopter.
Yeah, he might have. And again, he might have flown the plane into the airport and took the helicopter over to, I don't know. But anyway. So again, that's who showed up. So they were there. And let me give a shout out to the wardrobe department. Whenever we have these events, I think the wardrobe department for Beyond the Gates is always on point. I love how everybody has an aesthetic that's true to who they are, true to the character, that they're dating. I mean, that they're representing or whatever. The only person's dress that I did not care for, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna be honest, I thought everybody looked nice. I loved everybody. The only person's dress I was not crazy about was it Jack's wife?
I didn't like Haley's dress or Chelsea.
I like Chelsea's dress. I wasn't as crazy about Naomi's dress either. If I had to do a second, it would be Naomi's dress. But I still think that they looked nice. You know what I'm saying? They looked nice. You didn't like Kat's dress? I like Kat's dress. It
was cute.
Kat's dress was very. I just feel like the dresses fit the personalities. Like they were very much who these people are. Yeah. Every time I hear Jack and Diane, I think about John Cougar Mellencamp. Little song about Jack and Diane. That's one of my songs right there. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Is that too old of a reference for you, JB? John Cougar Mellencamp. I love it. Abby got her dress from Wet Seal. It looked real 2009.
I think the wardrobe, it was good.
One of my favorite. Huh?
I said the wardrobe was good. There were certain dresses that, like I said, I just didn't like Chelsea's dress, and with Haley's, I don't think I like the color and cut of her dress. That's what I think it was about Haley's dress that I hated. It was more so that color. Because they kept saying it was a gold dress, but I'm like, is that really gold?
It didn't look gold to me.
That's why I was like, that dress is not cute, but I mean, okay.
Not Abby was giving dress week at Ross. Y'all know what?
Oh shit.
And the men looked really nice. I loved Isaiah's suit. I loved his jacket. Isaiah looked good, y'all. Now let me say this. We've been giving Isaiah a lot as far as his acting, but he did a good job with looking for Eva, and even when he was real upset and all that. I think he did a really good job with showing that emotion.
He did. He really did.
The fashions were better than winter fashion. I think we can all
Child,
agree that Winterfest was just a fail. Winterfest was just a fail.
Yeah, let's give
Martin
Winterfest
and Smitty were clean.
Let's give Winterfest a little pass, y'all. It was the first year.
Why are we giving it a pass?
It was the first. It's the first.
This is the first year the debutante ball too, but they knocked that debutante ball out the park.
You're right.
Maybe they learned from their mistakes. Maybe they said we fucked up maybe they said we fucked it up, so we're gonna learn from our mistakes and we got the debutante ball on lock. I don't know.
Hopefully they did listen. Hopefully they listened to us this year with Winterfest, because if it gives what it gave last year, I'm gonna tell them politely we skipping this week.
You know what, V Spence? You bring up a good point. I did not see Tomas concerned about where the hell Cat was. Did you see it? Maybe I missed it.
Not once. Not once. Everybody else.
I mean, even when she showed up, he was just like, "Oh, I'm so happy to see you." But I ain't see him being I ain't see him being upset.
Because y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but was he in the room? Because remember, Eva was on the stretcher. Isaiah was in the room. Kat was in the room. Where the fuck was Tomas? Was he there?
He was in the ballroom. He was actually in the ballroom, but I didn't see him upset. I didn't see him. I'm with y'all. I didn't see him.
He wasn't upset at all, because I mean,
I didn't see
that was distraught. That girl was distraught. You can see it all over her face.
But Bill was not concerned about Haley. We know why Bill. We're gonna get to that. We know why Bill wasn't worried about Haley. I mean,
and she wasn't concerned about him either.
I'm about to say she wasn't thinking about him either.
Taking her rings off.
Baby, when she took that, woo! And she took that ring off before they even got stuck. She was already scheming. Mm-hmm. When Kyle bought her that champagne, she was scheming. I said,
Mm-hmm. She took it off immediately and put it in her purse.
Baby, she was ready for that. She was ready. Well, since we there, let's go on and get into it, honey. Let's go on and get into it. Let's keep going. So I have that. Okay. I love the conversations that we had. We saw Danny and I guess it was Abby having a mutual respect about, modeling and all that kind of stuff. I saw that. Chelsea Cat, be ready for a Chelsea Cat tote bag, y'all, because we saw that conversation about adding the tote bag to their line. So I see a Chelsea Cat tote bag coming soon. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to be honest, that's the one complaint, because, I have a Chelsea Cat. That's the only complaint I had about my Chelsea Cat, is that it's really just
a going out
a cute bag. You ain't getting a whole lot in there. By the time you put a wallet and a cell phone and some lip gloss in there, it's full. It's full. Okay, but it's a cute bag. But I would definitely get a tote, depending on what it looks like and all that good stuff. I would get a tote bag because I love. Listen, I love me a good tote bag. I like tote bags for when I'm traveling, because you can put so much stuff in there. You know what I mean? I like a good tote bag. So, we'll see. But it definitely had that conversation going on. Haley, I wrote it here. Haley was flirting.
Helpful.
Oh. Now let's talk about Ashley comes. Naomi convinces Ashley to come. But let me tell y'all, let me get to the Ashley of it all first. Mm-hmm. Why Ashley? And I'm sure it was just a ploy to get Ashley and Danny in a different location to spread out the people. I get that. But that whole Ashley walking in the door and immediately being upset and Danny saying, let's go to the bridal suite and talk. Girl, listen, Kevin, I'm with you now. I said, Kevin, I was going to give it a week or two, but baby, I'm with you now. If Ashley don't stop fucking crying. Well,
to Ashley's defense, raggedy ass Anastasia came up to her being a bitch.
Well, that is true. You're right. Anastasia did sort of, yeah. Now you're right.
Anastasia was a bitch. I felt bad for Ashley, because I was like, well, damn, Ashley, you don't know how to read a bitch, because I would have drugged Anastasia to hell and back. Bless you. Like, I would have drugged Anastasia, because that was uncalled for. I mean, damn. And
yeah, but Anastasia is terrible. Like she is a horrible person.
So I wasn't really upset with that. I would expect her for Andre. I thought it was gonna be the opposite. I thought Andre was gonna go after Ashley and Danny was gonna go read into Anastasia. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
I'm surprised Anastasia even knew Ashley's name. That's what I'm surprised. I'm like, it was weird that Anastasia was so vested. You know,
well, you remember Jen works for I guess Jen is a housekeeper, so I'm assuming she works.
Yeah, she did. That is how she started. She made a comment about, "Oh, that was so nice of Nicole to let her hired help and daughter come," or some shit like that. Yeah, that is kind of how she started the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I also think that Danny was also part of that conversation too. Was Danny was giving her permission to forgive herself and giving her permission to date Grayson. Like she didn't come right out and say, "Hey, go date Grayson," but she was giving her permission to be like, "Listen, it's okay to move on. It's okay to forgive yourself. It's okay to forgive him." And when I think when she was saying forgive him, I was thinking Grayson, not so much Derek.
Yeah.
So I definitely see that that's the pathway for Ashley. I can see Ashley calling Grayson, telling him or him checking on her after the tornado, and I can see them finding their way back to each other. Like I kind of feel like that was the opening for that, you know.
Can I tell y'all a scene that was funny to me when everybody was introducing themselves to the people? It was Leslie when she went up to Diane and she was like, "Girl, I've heard a lot about you." And Diane was thinking she was talking about modeling. And she was like, "No, I heard you faked your own death and that you stole a man's baby powder. How did you get and now you in good with the people? How did that happen?" I said, "Leslie, Oscar Ring."
That damn Leslie.
I was like, only Leslie would do something like that. Ask the woman, how did she go from being a pariah to basically everybody fucking with her? Leslie, it's not going to happen for you, beloved. I don't see it happening for you. Because you continuously piss people off at every turn. So I don't see it happening for you. But good luck trying.
That's definitely not what's happening for you, girl. Especially not after Nicole had to, get you all the way together. Like that's not happening.
That shit was funny.
Right. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna be a path for Andre and Ashley. I don't think so. I think we got Ashley over there with Grayson.
Please let us stay with Grayson. That's all I ask.
We'll see, honey. We'll see.
Please. That's all I ask. Just
I'm sorry, y'all just got an email. My bad. All right, let me focus. Let me focus on focus. Yeah. Okay, so let me look. Next to my notes. Oh, let's get to the Vanessa. And this is kind of what C. Golden was saying earlier. Vanessa, what are we doing?
Disrespect.
Why, if you really do care about Nicole, if Nicole is really your friend, and again, we know you don't give a damn about nobody, so that's fine. But if Nicole is really your friend, why would you want to bring Joey to a political event that you know is her son? Like, you know the optics, you understand the optics. I felt like that was very selfish on her part. And if I was Nicole, like, honestly, that might be the last straw.
Yep, it would have been the end of our friendship because, like you said, it's the optics of it all. Again, nobody can prove what Joey does, but it doesn't help that this town knows who Joey is and what Joey does. And then this is a fundraiser for my son. It ain't for me. It's for my son who is in politics and is running, which I know you caught this when he said he's running for Maryland, but but to bring him here, and then when everybody says, "Hey, you gotta go," I'm not going anywhere. I paid my money, girl. I don't give a fuck what you paid. I'll give it back to you. Y'all just gotta go. Like that's disrespectful. Like again, and then there are reporters here. There are reporters here. There are photographers here. If anybody catches a glimpse of Joey, That's gonna blow up over anything. That's gonna be like, oh, Martin Richardson had Joey. What is his last name, y'all? Had Joey Armstrong at his event. I wonder what favors
And
he's
that's like
asking
all
him
it
for.
takes is one person taking a picture. Like it don't even have to be nothing deep. It could just be one person just taking a picture. And that's the thing that pisses me off. I'm like, this. Like you've been friends, this. Now Joey knows better, but Joey doesn't care.
He doesn't.
Joey wants to be there because Joey's been trying to get, like put himself in a position anyway, like offering to be a body, do a body, give him a bodyguard and stuff like that. But Vanessa, if Nicole is really your friend, you wouldn't even do that. Like you wouldn't even put put Nicole and her family in that situation. Right. There was already that reporter floating around.
I was about to say the same thing because that reporter got to Eva and she was about to have Eva spill some stuff about their lives. And I'm glad Kat stopped that. I'm glad Kat came and said, no, if you need a comment, go to Shonda. And Eva got mad at her. I was like, girl, you were one step away from telling that woman because she was asking you, because the questions were very leading. I'm like, girl, she's asking you, well, when did he find out that you were his sister? I would have said, oh, girl, that ain't got nothing to do with you. Mind your business. No comment. So you already got one nosy reporter here, and then you bring Joey here. Like Vanessa doesn't give a damn about anybody, but I think that's obvious when she don't care. When she don't care about her own damn kids.
Right, but that's what I said. She don't care about her kids, so why would I expect her to care about her friendship with Nicole? But that was just real. I was like, come on, girl, you know better. Like you know better.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
But she don't care. That's the problem.
She don't. She does not. Okay. Well, somebody said that earlier, and I was like, because I put it in my notes, baby. I was here for it, and I definitely put it in my notes, and I was pissed off about it. I was pissed off about the whole thing. What the fuck? Hold on.
Xavier, I agree. His sister that new sister needs some media training.
Yeah, and unfortunately, they should have got her ready for that. They should have got her ready for that, but it is what it is. Okay. Next in my notes. Okay, sorry, y'all. Next in my notes. Hold on. Joey Vanessa kicked out. So then they put Joey Vanessa in the reception area, which, Kat and Eva. We kind of already talked about that. Kat saved Eva from that reporter. I think both of them just be ready. They be on go. Like both of them just be on go.
They do.
I wrote articles. Something with Leslie. I can't read my own handwriting. Articles. Something Leslie. I can't read my own handwriting. Maybe that's what I was talking about with Leslie and what you were talking about. But I wrote something here about Leslie. What Leslie do, child? I can't read my own handwriting, y'all. Sorry.
It must have been.
She's really trying to force everybody to like Joey, or like she really is. She really is.
And it's irritating. It's irritating at this point. It's like if you want to be with him, you be with him, but to try to force him on other people, it's weird to me.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely weird. It's definitely weird. We talked about that Ashley, Danny, and the bridal suite. Victor speaks and the storm begins. So that takes us to the next day. So Victor gave his speech, and I guess that's when his ass left, because
I think it is because Victor is back in Genoa City.
I guess. Victor. Oh, the articulates. That's it. Thank you, Auntie Kimmy. That's what it was. It's articulates, not articles, Lord. It's articulates. I couldn't read my own handwriting. But that whole conversation with Devon and Leslie and the articulates, baby, that damn Leslie, when she get the acting like she's so emotional, I mean, she is my mother, and the only time that'll give me that insight into my mother. I was like, baby, did you see Anita's face? Anita was like, bitch.
And Devon was looking at her like, Devon was confused.
Right.
Devon was like, what the hell is going on here? I
Right.
agree with you because I was thinking the same thing. It was that with Victor leaving before the storm, and then it was them yesterday saying that they were getting ready to go to the airport. I said, what airport is going to be open after a fucking tornado just ran through there?
First of all, I mean, I know it's Victor, and I know they probably were just giving him a cameo. They wasn't gonna have Victor do that much acting, I guess. I don't know. But it ain't no way in hell Victor got out of town. The storm had already started. The lights were flickering. Nobody is flying.
When he got there. It started when he got there.
Right. No one is flying, sir. Especially not that flimsy ass helicopter. No one is flying in that storm, but I'm gonna let y'all have it. It's a soap opera. I'm gonna let y'all have that. I'm just gonna let y'all have it. But that's why when they said Victor's home, I said home.
I said the same thing. How the hell he get home?
Are there tornadoes in DC? Yeah, we've had tornadoes. Sure have. Hell, the other night it sounded like it was about to be a tornado. Shit, the way that wind was whipping around here the other day, I was like, what the hell? Yeah, we got to put on our soap opera brain, y'all, because baby, they were playing. They were playing.
They really were.
Yeah, but Victor was home, child. I figured they just didn't want to have Victor do that much acting, child. That might have been too much for Victor these days. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna do Bill and Danny last. So let's talk about Haley and Kyle. So Haley and Kyle ended up in the closet together. And of course, you know, they had a moment. They was in there kissing and smooching, and things of that nature. You know, they was in there kissing and smooching. Do we see this going anywhere? I found it interesting that she was so quick. And I get it. She was in her feelings because Bill was paying attention to Danny. Like, I understand that she was kind of in her feelings or whatever, but it just seems so interesting that she was so quick to just be like, the hell with this. You know, she took her ring off. Because when she took the ring off, I was like, ain't Bill gonna notice that you don't
That was
have
my
your
thing.
Like,
that was where I was really thinking when she slipped the rings off. I'm like, bitch, you're still here with your husband. So either way it go, like, what you gonna do when you sit back down? Are you gonna be like, oh, like, what kind of lie you gonna come up with to tell your husband why you don't have your rings on? That didn't make sense to me. That part didn't make sense to me. Now, when she got into the closet with Kyle and they kissed, she's like, well, you know, the man that I told you I was on here with a date with, it's actually my husband. I was wondering when you were going to tell him that you were married. I like the fact that Anita caught them coming out of that closet and she was looking. I wonder how much Anita heard of what they were saying. Because, you know, they were having a conversation afterwards.
Right. But she could see the way they were talking. Like, she could feel the flirting and the body language, the flirting. Like, she could feel that because I could feel it. You know.
And I love how Anita warned him. She's like, when you get back to Genoa City, be glad that you are miles away from that gold digging gutter snipe. Come on, Anita.
Baby, Anita was not feeling it. And it looks like Anita is going to have some words for her on the other end, too. It looks like.
But I wasn't shocked by Haley because, even taking Kyle out of the equation, she flirted with Isaiah once again. When she saw him.
She did flirt with Isaiah.
She's like, Isaiah, it's nice to see you again. And thinking he was there by himself, he's like, oh, I'm here with my girlfriend. And her face kind of went down. I was like, again, in the presence of your husband, it's one thing that we see you out all around Fairmont Crest with Randy and nobody says anything. But
the way that they don't say nothing about seeing her with Randy is just a mess to me.
But now you in a country club with your husband flirting with other men. Okay, Haley. I think Haley has, because she knew who they were. So I think she knows who Jack and Diane are. And I think she knows the Abbott money is, the Abbott money is a little bit longer probably than Bill's money. But hey, good luck to you, Haley. If they want to ship you on over to Genoa City, be my guest.
Yeah, I don't know what they doing, but that's definitely she definitely looking for her next mark. I don't know, but she was definitely. I mean, from the minute they were introduced, she was. I mean, the minute he gave her that champagne, baby, she was all in. She was ready to rock and roll. Okay, so next we have Eva and Kat. So Eva and Kat end up. They said they were locked in the stairwell.
Yeah,
now, I'm still not sure what happened once that pipe collapsed.
Mm-hmm.
Eva was like, I don't feel well. And of course, Kat was being Kat and was like, you better help us. And you just being lazy. And she was like, no, Kat, something's wrong. No, ain't nothing wrong with you, girl. Get up. But I'm not sure what the injury is because it didn't look like she was bleeding on the outside. So it was some sort of internal. But what happened?
I think she got hit. So when it fell, she got pushed into the wall.
Oh, okay.
I think she hit the wall really hard.
I don't know, but whatever it is, baby, Eva is in bad shape.
And then that pipe is
I'm
hot
confused
too.
about Eva's injury too, but
so I don't know.
Yeah, and for the previews for next week, it looks like she needs a transplant, and they need everybody to get tested. And it looks like Kat, don't want to be tested, but we'll see how it plays out next week. But they were stuck, and of course, we see Kat actually. And I mean, I don't feel like there's anything special with that. I think Kat would have done the same thing with anybody that I don't think it's because old, but I almost wish that they had taken this opportunity for them to be stuck together, for them to actually have a conversation. I almost wish that I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
I don't think a conversation would even happen with them being stuck together. I think it took for that to happen.
You think?
Yeah. And I don't know if she's gonna do anything about it, but I mean, I think it took for her to show some kind of a care for Eva. Because I did like the fact that she was, when she's now I don't know why Kat did this, but when that girl started spitting up that blood and Kat put her hands up under her mouth, I was like, Kat, get a napkin, get something, not your hands.
Right.
Not your hands, babe.
And I'm not being funny or nothing, but why did you catch the blood anyway? Like, what were you gonna do with it?
Oh.
I mean, I'm not being funny, but what were you gonna do with it?
I don't know. And I saw some paper towels behind her. I was like, Kat, please just grab the paper towels. She finally did. I was like, get something. Don't catch it with your hands. That's not good. Not saying that Eva got anything, but I would never want to catch anybody's. I'm not gonna try to catch anybody's bloods with my bare fucking hands. We finna get a napkin. We finna get something. Hell, this dress is gonna soak it up or something. But my hands, I'd be damned if it's my hands.
Yeah, it was just a lot. I felt like it was a lot going on with that. There was a lot going on with that. Now I see y'all in the chat, and I see the people in the chat saying maybe this is when we're gonna find out that she really is not Ted's daughter. Y'all are really holding on to that. Y'all holding on to that. And I'm not saying it's not true. I mean, it's a soap opera. We know how they can drag stuff out, but y'all are really.
They wearing me with these theories. They really wearing me. So there's I saw somebody last night. I was on Twitter. They were like, somebody's like, "Oh, Ted's not gonna be a match for Eva, but Nicole will be." I said, "How the hell is that gonna work? Ted was her husband." And then people like, "Oh, Leslie is not her mama. It's Nicole." I was like, y'all, Leslie was broke. Y'all do remember Leslie was broke before she.
Well, one of the stories was that they switched the kids. That was one of the they switched the kids birth kind of thing.
It just still don't make sense to me. Like, again, Leslie went to Chicago again, but Nicole and Ted and then it's the twins. Nicole and Ted did IVF, you guys. I think they would know if they had twins. If Nicole don't remember giving birth, her husband was in the room. So I'm sure Ted would know he had twin daughters. I would hope he knows. I would hope he knows, right? But hey.
Lord, now Leslie stole the embryo from Nicole.
Yeah, I saw that too. Again, y'all, Leslie was broke as fuck. That woman was broke, a waitress. But okay, I mean, I'm gonna let the people have their theories until I want the writers to not go in any of the directions that what the fans want, what some of these
Right.
fans want when it comes to Kat and Eva. I don't want them to go those directions, right? Because I even said this. I'm like, this is not Passions, and this is not Days of Our Lives where we do supernatural stuff. We have not had anything supernatural happen where, because I know in Days of Our Lives we've had it where women get pregnant, but it's not their baby, it's another woman's baby and another man's baby, and it's not their husband's. We've had that happen before, but I don't think that Beyond the Gates is going anywhere near that kind of supernatural stuff.
Yeah, I don't think we're. Yeah, I don't think we're going down that road, y'all. I mean,
That's
I
not
hear
real.
y'all. I hear y'all, but
That's not, yeah,
I don't think that's what we're doing.
because that shit is not realistic.
Right. I mean, Leslie, right. When Leslie left town, she was still pregnant. Remember, y'all. And I hear y'all. I mean, listen, I'm not saying Leslie doesn't have the capacity to do some crazy shit. And I understand that Ted never took a paternity test, but a paternity test was done. And I know y'all don't, because there was something where we did remember a conversation that Leslie had where somebody was doing her a favor.
Yes.
So, I mean, it could be true. It'll be interesting. I mean, it'll be interesting. But it looked like they were having, for the previews for next week, Ted was having a conversation with Kat for her to get tested to see if she's a match. So I'm wondering if Ted had already tested himself at that point.
I'm wondering.
Because it would only be Leslie, Ted, and her, and Martin and Kat.
And Martin ain't nobody.
Right. And it looked like from the end of this, Martin ain't in a position to do nothing. We'll see what happens with Martin next week. We'll get to that in a second. But I mean, again, y'all, I'm not saying it's a soap opera, so nothing is beyond the realm. But I don't know. I don't
want us to go there. I get what y'all saying too, that it is a soap opera and nothing is, outside of the scope of happening. But for the sake of this show, I just don't want us to go down that route of unorthodox, uncommon shit like that, right? Stuff that don't make sense, that they have to literally sit here and hand feed it to you to make it make sense. Because with those theories of the twins or the theories of them being switched at birth, when they've given us a story already that Leslie left town, now they're gonna have to come in and rewrite all that stuff to make it make sense. And I was thinking to myself, if they do go that route, that'll be it for me. Like, I don't think I would want to watch, because that just unrealistic. Let's just be real. Because again, logically, if a couple is going through IVF, yeah, Leslie can find out about it, but the likelihood of her getting into never mind. I about to say the likelihood of her getting into the hospital and finding her eggs and stealing one and implanting it into herself, that's very low.
Yeah, I mean, again, we've seen Leslie. We know that Leslie can sneak into a hospital and all of that, but to impregnate herself, like that's a lot, y'all. That's a lot.
A whole hell of a lot.
Melrose, I think that's more of what it is. I think this storyline is. I think that's the writer's way of kind
That's
of.
Why I think that's what they're doing too.
Yeah, yeah.
That's where I think that they're going. Is this going to bring them closer together?
Listen, I hear y'all. Y'all listen, the fans have been holding on to this theory from the beginning. So keep hope alive. That's all I can say to y'all. Is keep hope alive, honey. Keep hope alive. Like, I don't know. Keep hope alive. All right. Next we have, let me make sure. Child, they found Martin under the tree, and Andre's leg was real hurt. I love how they made it look like Andre was getting ready to lose his leg, and then we came back from commercial and they had stitched him up. I was like, what?
I was still trying to figure out what was in his leg.
I mean, I don't know if it was a piece of glass or what, but it seemed like 1 minute, it almost seemed like they were like, well, we want to make it look bad, but we don't want to make it look that bad. Because 1 minute it was like, no, don't move it. No, don't do it. And like Nicole was looking at Ted, and Ted was looking at Shanice, and they were all had that look like, oh my God. And then he came back and his leg was propped up on the chair. He was good. I was like, what?
I was confused. I was
I
confused because
was
I was
like,
trying to.
they made it look like he was sitting on a major artery and he was gonna bleed out one minute, and then the next minute he was like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm good."
Maybe they gave him something.
They must have. It must have been
You know, Ted did have his bag there with him.
Maybe whatever it was made him feel good, honey.
Well, Quake, Nicole is not she's a doctor, but she's not she's a psychiatrist, so it's not much that she can do. It's not like she knows. Ted is a surgeon, not her. So Ted knows what he's doing.
Right. And Shanice and Ashley, they do this every day.
Yeah, so Nicole is a PA. She's a doctor, but she's a psychiatrist.
But if she's a psychiatrist, she does have a medical degree, but she doesn't use it.
Yeah, she doesn't. She's not like
she doesn't use it. She did probably did one rotation, like you know.
Yeah, she don't give out. Well, she probably do give out medication. Well, she can't give out medication.
Well, if she's a psychiatrist, she gives out medication.
She gives out medication, but she can't do no surgeries or nothing. She don't know nothing about that. She don't know what she's doing.
Right. And to be fair, like I get it that she's a psychiatrist, but to be fair, like her whole family, like both of her kids were missing. Yeah. Her sister was missing. I mean, to be fair, she might not have been in the best position. Yeah, she might not have been in the best position to console no damn body. I mean, her son was missing. Her daughter was missing. Her sister was missing. I mean,
her parents, her mama got a sprained ankle.
Yeah, mama heard daddy running around, you know, being MacGyver and shit. Like she had, I mean, to be fair, she was dealing with a lot. I'm just saying, she was dealing with a lot.
DB,
I'm gonna give her a pass. I'm gonna give her now. This was a situation where she didn't know the people. I'm gonna give her a pass.
Yeah, I'm good. But DB, no, she is not like Dr. Well, she is not Cheyenne Bryant.
No, she's got her real degree. No.
We saw her degrees in her office.
Right, we saw her degrees. She got her real degrees, honey. All right. Let me make sure I got everybody except for so we can get to this. Hold on. Oh, I said Vernon was activated. Vernon did a good job of playing hero.
He did a great job.
I said we just talked about that. I said that the nurses and the doctors, except for Nicole, of course, they were on point. Joey was a hero. I mean, Joey was picking up trees and pushing people out of chandeliers and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually surprised his sister didn't show up.
I thought she was.
I mean, he thought she was there at one point.
When he found Leslie.
Right.
Can I say something though about Martin? I was kind of pissed off at Martin, and I'm gonna tell you guys why I was pissed off at Martin. Nigga, you just got hit with a whole ass tree. Why you ain't trying to go see a medical doctor? Like your daddy said you may have a concussion, and I'm like, ding, 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 a whole tree, not a branch of a tree. The whole entire tree was laying on top of you. Nigga, you got some kind of bleeding somewhere from a heavy ass tree. You are not George of the Jungle.
Here's what pisses me off.
Watch out for that tree.
Here's what pisses me off. People in general, and if you in the chat and you are one of these people, I'm talking to you. People in general piss me off when they don't do, like, it's common sense. You're not being a hero. You're not like you saying, oh no, I don't need to go to the hospital. I just had a whole tree follow me, but I'm good. Sir, if you don't take your ass to that damn, you know you're going to get VIP treatment. You're not going to be sitting in triage all damn day. They're going to take you straight in. They're going to look you over. And then if you're fine, then you go to hell home. Same thing with Andre. Andre, you was acting like you was getting ready to lose your leg. If you don't take your ass to the hospital, like I didn't understand the macho, but people do that in real life. That's not a soap opera thing. This is people in real life. No, I'm good. You're bleeding from your head. Oh, it's just a little stitch. I'm all right. No, you have, like, if you don't go take your ass and get checked out, and I think to a certain extent we've all been guilty on some level, but when it's at that level, it's like, come on now. Baby,
yeah,
that thing be making me mad.
When I sprained my ankle last year, I came back home and I was like, you know what? I took some ibuprofen. I was like, we're gonna be fine. But then I woke up and I saw that my ankle was swollen. I was like, oh hell no. We got to go to. I don't know if I told you, but should I have to crawl out of my bed to get to the door? Like I couldn't walk. That's how swollen my ankle had gotten. So yeah, that's why I was pissed off at Martin. I'm like, nigga, a tree. Like I fell down some stairs. nigga, you got hit by a goddamn tree, a huge ass tree. Not just the branches, the whole entire, like the whole tree had you covered up. And then with Andre, you like Auntie Kim said, you couldn't walk. And like you said a few minutes ago, he was screaming earlier, no, don't touch it, don't touch it. But now you just sit here doped up or something.
Now I just want to go home. I'm good. I'm okay. If you don't go sit your ass down somewhere.
Chief, I get that part that people
it just
don't
made
want
me mad.
Yeah, I get that people don't. I'm one of those people that if I don't need to go to the emergency room, I won't. But if I'm in a situation like these two, they're not going to tell me to take no damn aspirin. Definitely not Andre. They're not going to tell him to take no damn aspirin when he has something in lodging his ankle or leg or something. They're not going to tell him to take an aspirin. And then with Martin, they're not going to send him home because, again, you got hit by a tree. So you probably have some internal bleeding like your sister got some internal bleeding. It's a tree.
Mm-hmm. Right. I saw your comment, Miss Kiki. You said that Andre had a tourniquet on his leg. Yeah, I saw your comment, babe. I saw it. So, so last but not least, thank you, Kim. You know what? Don't do that. Now listen. Let's get to Danny and Bill. Can I say something, y'all? Can I say something? We all knew this was going to happen at some point. I ain't say y'all have to like it. I did not say y'all had to like it, but we all saw it happen. We saw them flirting. They done already kissed. We know that. So they stuck in the elevator. We knew the minute that they were stuck in that elevator where this was going. Even if we hadn't seen the previews, we knew where this was going. Look at this.
I am in mourning. I am in mourning. I am in mourning. I just,
Lord, not Danny is trifling. Baby, things we did not ask for or need. Oh Lord, they tearing the chat up, honey.
Baby, when I saw them in the elevator, I was like, okay, they're gonna get trapped in the elevator. Cool. When I saw the preview that Danny kissed him, I was like, okay, she don't kiss him. That's gonna be the end of it. But then it was Bill who got horny. I was like, nigga, how are you horny in the middle of a tornado?
Because, like Danny said, you're always thinking with your other head. You're just always thinking with it. Because I was tomatoes.
Because when she said, "Let me get on your neck," and so I can get up there, go to try to get out the elevator, I was like, how did he go sexual with that?
Because he was gonna be looking up her dress.
Yeah, because that's when she was hiking up her dress. He like, you always do that to, try to turn me on. I said, sir, this ain't got nothing to do with you. I was just, and then when Danny was looking at him, I was saying, Danny, don't do it. Danny, don't do it. Danny, don't do it.
Now, I will say this. I'm with you, C. Golden. After we sat there and saw that whole backstory last week and saw how nasty Bill was, it did add a little extra little to it with that. It's like we saw how nasty he was.
Yeah. Oh no, they had sex in it. They definitely had sex in it.
Oh no, they had sex.
Because she pulled up her dress.
Because if they didn't want us to think they had sex, they would have shown us like Danny pulling away from him saying, no, I can't do it. Like, I think it would have been a whole moment. I think they had sex.
Yeah, they had sex. Up against the wall and on the floor.
Up against the wall, down and dirty, honey, down and dirty. And now you have to understand Bill is a whore.
Because I was just like, I was thinking about myself. I'm like, I would never get aroused with anybody in a situation. Well, I'm claustrophobic too, so I would be freaking out. I'm very claustrophobic. So me being in an elevator, that would never. You would have to tell me to shut up and calm down because I would be hyperventilating. But he gets aroused. Well, Danny got aroused too.
Yeah, I mean, Danny clearly, listen.
But like,
and
you said,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Like you said, we knew it was going to happen. I just didn't expect for it to happen this soon.
So this is what pissed me off too, and maybe this is the type of person that I am. When it comes to telling a lie, keep it simple. Y'all
Make it
didn't have to
believable.
lie about being stuck on the elevator together.
Didn't.
Like, be like, look, we were fucking stuck on the elevator together. Yeah, we were scared. Yeah, you know, we yelled at each other. We cussed. We tried to get out of there. And then you could just keep the fact that something happened.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all coming about that elevator talking about some, you go left, you go right. You say you were in the stairwell. Baby, Haley clocked that in 0.2 seconds.
Everybody else got dust on them and you don't.
Ain't nothing wrong with right. And so to me, y'all are just adding more layers to the lie. Just say we were stuck on the elevator together. That's what we were. We were on the elevator together. Like, everybody knows y'all would. Because my thing is, y'all showed up at the same time. Y'all were both gone. Like, both of y'all were missing, and y'all just miraculously showed up at the same time.
Right.
Because now you're forcing yourself to keep making up lies and lies and lies and lies. Just say, yeah, we were on the elevator together. And I understand that people are going to be like side-eyeing it, but they're going to side-eye it anyway. So you ain't got to tell the truth.
Right.
And right. You think Cat were in the stairwell. So what stairwell were you in?
Exactly. Even Cat were in the stairwell. I don't think that she's going to make poison sandwiches. I think she's going to use that to her advantage. When Haley put 2 and 2 together, she's going to use it to benefit Haley.
So the question is, how long you think it's going to take for Andre to, because he's going to find out. Let's be clear.
It ain't going to take long because Anita.
It's a soap opera. It's going to come out.
Did you catch how Anita was looking at Danny?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But again, it's not believable. Like you said, when Danny said, you say you were in the stairwell, outside was in the elevator. Why not just say y'all both were in the damn elevator? It's not a big deal that y'all were stuck in the elevator together. It was a damn tornado.
Right, and Danny tells Vanessa, because we see that in the previews for next week.
So it ain't gonna be too long before he find out. Oh, I was just so pissed off at Danny and then while you over here having sex in a damn elevator, your husband
almost lost his leg.
Your husband damn near lost his leg and was worried about you. Yeah, Danny lost me this week.
Yeah, I didn't like it. You know, we talked about it. We knew it was coming. We knew at some point they was gonna, because they just keep flirting with each other. They keep playing with fire. So we knew it was gonna happen. None of us liked it. None of us were here for it. None of us wanted it to happen. None of us appreciated it. So yeah.
Not at all.
So there we go, you guys. All right. So I wrote here, we already talked about that there might be another crossover. Jacob was outside trying to get inside. Child, poor Jacob. Like, poor little Tink Tink. Like, he just on the road trying to get inside. Like, just, he finally gets through and the roads open up and stuff. And that's when they find out that Victor is gone. Now, listen. We already talked about that, but I wrote that in my notes. We already talked about that, child, but Victor is gone, honey.
I don't know.
Anita and Haley, we kind of already talked about that, with Anita catching them coming out the closet and her warning Kyle about who Haley is and to stay the hell away. Eva had to be rushed to the hospital, which we kind of already talked about as well. She had some sort of internal injury.
Yeah, I think Kat. So I will say this also. I think Kat is in an impossible position because did you hear Leslie when she blamed Kat? I was like, lady, it's a damn tornado. I'm sorry that Eva, and I know people gonna be like, you just don't like Eva, but this has nothing to do with this. I'm sorry that it was Eva and not Kat, but
I don't understand why they're blaming her. Like, this has nothing to do. Like, first of all, child, yeah, I'm with you on this one. Like, and I hate that Kat feels like that, and I hate that. But I mean, and I'm not gonna give Leslie a pass, but she is a mother. She's upset, and she's looking for somebody to just be mad at. And I mean, of course, Kat is an easy target, but it's not fair. It's not fair.
Child, not cheap. Child, I would. Kat should leverage Eva's life for a confession from Leslie. That is.
Ooh.
But yeah, for her to sit there and blame Kat, I was like, that's not fair. I get that you are upset, but let's think logically and reasonably. A fucking tornado hit the whole country club.
Yeah, I don't understand how any of this becomes a cat issue. Like, I don't. And y'all know, if I can give it to cat, I'll give it to cat. But I don't understand how this becomes a cat issue at all.
I think she had one emotional response and it's always inappropriate.
Well, that's true.
But less is inappropriate. Because again, if y'all go back to that episode, the episode where she was talking to Anita when she was worried about Eva, and she's like, Anita, do you think this is my karma? And Anita was like, girl, that's not how God works. And
right. And again, it's not about you. Like, how does this become about you, ma'am? A mess. I don't know. So that, there's that. That's pretty much. Hold on, I got a few more notes. Martin and Smitty warn Jack about Joey. And then we see at the very end, Martin thinks he's okay, and then he collapses. So
should have went to the hospital.
Yeah, you should have took your ass to the hospital, child.
I did like the fact that they warned Jack and Diane about Joey, because they were like, y'all talking to him, whatever whatever this about, just know he wants a favor from y'all. And I saw a lot of people saying that the favor, not necessarily knowing what the favor is, but people are gonna say, oh, he's gonna say to Jack, well, I saved your niece Abby, so you owe me. I'm like, if that's the case, wow, that's fucked up, because you pushed my niece out of the way of a damn fallen chandelier.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Okay, fuck you.
But we'll see. I do feel like we're definitely gonna get more stuff with Beyond the Gates and Young and the Restless, because I don't think we're done. Even though I don't care about it, I don't think we're done with Kyle or Haley. I don't think we're done here, and I don't think we're done with Jack and Joey. I do think that he is gonna try to collect something. Now y'all have to remind me in the chat, because I don't watch Young and the Restless faithfully like I used to. But what does Jack? Because Jack has it. Does Jack own Jabot? Like, who owns Jabot? Y'all let me know in the comments.
I think he used to. I mean, again, I don't know what the current status is, but I think he used to own Jabot or whatever.
Because I think that's the only thing that I can think of with Jack is Jabot, but I don't know how Jabot would benefit Joey.
I don't know. But Joey he's the kind of person that just collects power. So, he collects favors. So it's just, maybe it's just a favor.
Maybe. Because I was thinking about that. I'm like, what would Jack have to offer him? I get Martin with his, well, we ain't gonna go too deep into that, but I get like having a senator in your pocket, but I thought it would make, oh, you know what? Maybe it's not Jack. Maybe it could be Victor, since Abby is Victor's daughter and Victor has more of the power.
I don't know. We'll see. We will see. We will see. We will see. I don't know. With that being said, y'all, that was this week's Beyond the Gates crossover with Young and the Restless. Anything we missed, anything that we didn't touch on, put it in the chat. If y'all could think of anything that y'all wanted, that we kind of skipped over, or we didn't really, or y'all want our opinion on, that we might not have talked about. But again, if you came in late, we both gave it 10s. It was a great week. I think they did a good job with this crossover. Like, honestly, I don't, we can nitpick at little things or things that I think like, oh, I wish they had done this or done that. But honestly, y'all, they did a really good job with this. And if you don't watch Young and the Restless, you didn't miss anything. You didn't lose anything. You weren't confused about anything. And honestly, if they do a crossover and they head over to Genoa City, I'm going to be watching Young and the Restless for the week. I may not, like I said, I may not know none of the other storylines going on, but I'm definitely want to hear and see what else. And I did not realize that Devon is the little boy from Family Matters.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. Y'all sure about the guy who plays Smitty having a baby? Because I thought he was, well, I know he's bisexual. I thought he was with a man.
That don't mean they're not having a baby.
But it said his wife.
That's a different well, that's a different conversation.
I don't think got a wife, y'all.
And I remember we were having the debate about Brandon, the guy who plays Martin.
Mm-hmm.
I do think he's queer. I mean, I don't know where he fall in the Leviticua, but
I do too.
I do think he's queer because I saw something, and I know that just because you post about pride doesn't make you gay. I mean, obviously, look at my background for the month. Mm-hmm. But he posted something on his social media about pride that made me feel like, yeah, I think he is Leviticua, y'all. Now, again, I don't know where he fall on the spectrum. And if I'm wrong, then my apologies. But I really think he is.
I mean, I've been saying I thought he was.
Okay, Jack is Jabot. It's his family's company. Okay, all right. Okay. Pocket Boy said he is queer. Okay. I thought so. And I mean, I remember us having a conversation, you know.
Yeah, I've been getting that vibe from, and I follow Brandon.
Yeah, I follow him on social media. His I mean, again, it's not outwardly like, but if you follow his content, it does give, you know. Okay, Pocket Boy said he saw an interview. So, okay, bam.
Who was the interview with, Parker Boy? Let us know.
Yeah, drop the where the interview is. Yeah,
because I did see him.
Okay, Cheap 83 said I've seen him in person and he definitely gave that to me. Yeah, I really think he is. And again, I don't want to put a label on anybody that's not there, and I certainly don't want to speculate on anybody's sexuality if they haven't spoken on it. But I feel like he has.
Because I saw him do an interview with Rebecca Buddick, who I absolutely 100% love her. Who played Greenlee on All My Children, and
I love her. I love her.
Me some Rebecca Buddick. I love her because she and this guy, another guy that used to be on Young and the Restless. Can't remember what his character's name was, but he played a gay character, and I know he's gay in real life. But they had this podcast called Soapy where they talk to different people from soap operas, and Brandon was their first person that they interviewed from Beyond the Gates. And I know that they did a virtual one. Or I think they did an in-person interview with Tamira as well.
Yeah. Yeah, Danny and Naomi, the characters that played Danny and Naomi are both queer. We talked about that before. I think Naomi does she identify as lesbian, and Danny, I think, is bisexual. Because she's with a whole man right now.
Who is?
Danny.
Oh, yeah. She is with a man.
Yeah. But she does identify, I believe, as bisexual.
Yeah, she's done it.
Yeah, she's queer.
Yeah, I know she is, and I know, like I said, I know that Ariel is because she's with a woman in real life right now. She has a whole wife.
Oh, you say you think it was maybe Good Morning DC? Okay, all right.
I'll check it out. They do a lot of interviews. I know that for sure.
Yeah, Danny has a little girl. Mm-hmm. And Danny can sing. She did a whole.
I was just about to say they can. Did a whole
concert last weekend. She had a concert in New York, and Clifton Davis actually showed up, and they sang a duet together.
The girls can sing too.
Which girls?
Her girls. Both of them can sing.
Oh, both of them can sing. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Okay.
Both of them can sing. They was because the girl who plays Chelsea, I think her name is Ronnie. She was singing a lead song. And girl was singing it down. I was like, well, damn. I didn't know she had pipes like that. Yeah. So she can sing. Ariel, I think Ariel Stark, who plays Naomi, I think she was, she got her start in music before she started acting.
Okay. Isaiah. Yeah, I know Isaiah can sing. I've heard Isaiah sing. June, the woman who plays June, she can sing. She can blow. She can blow. And also the one who plays her daughter, Samantha can sing. I've seen them. I follow June's Instagram, and I've seen them do like a duet on her Instagram. They've done like a duet before. So they can sing. So maybe they got a lot of musical talent on this show. Okay. You know what, Cheap 83, you just took the words right out of my mouth. Where was Madison? Girl, we know you're not working. You suspended. Why you wasn't
No, we know you suspended.
We know you wasn't at the hospital.
We know you suspended.
I didn't even hear Chelsea mention it. I didn't even hear Chelsea say, "Oh, Madison is feeling well."
She didn't mention Madison to the end, the last episode yesterday, when she was talking when they were getting. And here's the funny thing:
because we needed another doctor in there. Like Madison could have been running around helping the people.
But that's what I was just about to say. Here's the funny thing about that. She asked, I think she was like when they were getting ready to leave, go to the hospital and stuff. She asked somebody to check on Madison. I think it was Nicole. She asked her to check on Madison, and I didn't even think about it. I'm like, girl, I didn't even think about the fact that Madison is suspended. But yeah, that shit was funny. Where is Madison? Because you ain't doing shit because of your mama.
Okay. Since y'all know I did my whole grocery order, I have a terrible shopper right now. They can't find nothing, which tells me you're not looking real hard because the shit ain't. I'm not asking for hard stuff.
Oh God.
She just sent me a message and said because I ordered a zucchini. I like slicing up zucchini and like frying it and like having like little zucchini chips because I got it from a restaurant one time. It was so good. I cannot duplicate that I cannot duplicate that particular recipe, but I can make it close enough that it's good for me. Mm-hmm. How the whole grocery store don't have no zucchini?
She don't know what zucchini is.
She's talking about something. It's sold out. It's not. It's not. Zucchini's not sold out. The whole the whole grocery store don't have no zucchini. Just the whole section. Just
well, you never know. Sometimes it do happen, but not all.
Who buying all the zucchini? JB. Ain't nobody buying all the zucchini. The grocery store's across the street. I bet you it'll take me 5 minutes to get to the grocery store. I bet you there's a zucchini there. Don't make me go over there and take a picture.
She probably don't know what a zucchini is, though.
You're shopping. Ask somebody. Check to see if there's a recall.
But they should have pictures. I mean, they should have names.
Yeah, Jasmine Burke was on Making the Band. The lady who plays June, she was on Making the Band.
She sure was. I forgot I saw that clip of her. I'm glad she didn't make it.
Look, that probably was the best thing that happened to her, honey.
I am so glad she didn't make it.
All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna wait and see what else they're not gonna bring me for my order. On one hand, I'm mad, but I'm not mad because honestly, I'm doing this order while I'm hungry, so I probably order shit that I don't need, and I'm like, okay, because I get paid next Friday is when I usually do my big grocery shopping, but I didn't go grocery shopping last payday because I thought I was gonna be in Houston,
girl.
So I didn't do grocery shopping last week, but this week I've been eating out a lot, and I've been trying. You spending $20 a day eating out, you could just get you some grocery. So I said, let me order just a little. I'm just ordering a little something to get me to next Friday when I get paid. You see what I'm saying?
Baby, now that you put an emphasis on Houston. Oh, that's funny. The emphasis on Houston.
Anyway, what you got going on? Tell the people what you got going on.
Jesus, y'all, I'm busy this weekend.
Okay.
Busy. So I just finished Raising Canaan. So that'll be up sometime today.
I gotta don't click off at the end because I gotta ask you a question about Raising Canaan.
Okay, cool. So Raising Canaan is coming at some point today. Love After Lockup, I have to finish watching that as well, and that'll be up sometime today. Then I'm going live at some point today to discuss last night's episode of Love Island because I have not watched it yet. Y'all, I've got sucked into Love Island. I don't know how and why, but I've gotten sucked into it. So Love Island, and then tonight is Heart and Hustle Houston. So you guys will see that tomorrow.
Baby, they are cutting up over there at the Heart and Hustle Houston.
Labrina.
Baby, listen, Labrina, but also they've been on social media cutting up.
Oh,
really? Road's cutting up. Chloe dropped something. Labrina talked about Elena. Road, baby, it's a mess.
Whoa. I'm gonna have to go. You gotta tell me about this. And so Heart and Hustle Houston.
Okay, this is terrible. Okay, I'm taking away. I'm about to change her tip. Now she done changed. Baby, I asked for laundry detergent. I asked for dish detergent. Why'd you have to change my dish detergent? I know they got dish detergent.
Yeah, she don't know what she's doing.
Yeah, I'm about to change your tip.
She don't know what she's doing. So yeah, Heart and Hustle Houston, and then Atlanta Housewives is tomorrow, and the finale of Rhode Island is tomorrow.
It is, and I'm behind. Like I'm 2 episodes behind on Rhode Island.
And that reunion trailer actually looked good because Rula You know what? I've said it plenty of times before.
Ruler's a dummy, and I don't have no more energy for her.
That's where I'm at with Ruler. I ain't got nothing else for Ruler. If Ruler wants to live in a land of delusions, you stay over there, but it ain't for me. Your husband is cheating on you then and currently because he's still with that woman. I don't give a damn what you say. That woman ain't doing all this shit that she's doing as of recent, which I ain't heard nothing from her recently. But that woman, when the premieres had and all that kind of stuff, that woman was still fucking your husband. Just being honest, Ruler. She was still fucking your husband. You don't want to believe it? That's on you. Joellen's tried to help you see it. The show has helped you see it. You just are being obtuse to it. But hey. And that's all I got. But that's all I got from me this week.
I agree. Joellen needs to let that man cheat in peace.
Absolutely.
So since I'm home today and I thought I wasn't gonna be home, we about to make it roll. I'm gonna do a live one. We about to do. Martell has responded to Melody, so we about to talk about that. What's her name? Girl, Tyra Banks is suing Netflix. We're gonna talk about that. And we're gonna do something. We're either gonna do Bell Collector from last night, or we're gonna do Rhode Island and get caught up on Rhode Island. So just have your notifications ready. I'm home, so we're gonna make some money today. We're gonna do some videos. As far as tomorrow, y'all know I'm going to church tomorrow, so when I get home from church, we'll just have to catch up on Love and Marriage Huntsville and Heart and Hustle, and then of course the Real Housewives of Atlanta. The Whether You Like It or Not panel is on Monday, and it is at JoJo's house Monday night. And like you said, the reunion. Oh, and we might do a video on the reunion looks for you know what? I'm sick of her.
Rhode Island's reunion looks.
Rhode Island, yeah, we may do a video on
that.
They
were basic to me.
Yeah, they were definitely first. They were definitely first season reunion looks. Definitely that.
I hated Alicia's dress. It looked like a prom dress. Yeah. Actually, they all look like prom dresses. If we're being honest.
Yeah. I didn't like Liz's look, but it was very Liz. It was like that bohemian chic kind of thing. I mean, it was Liz's style, but I didn't like it.
And I hated Kelsey. Not Kelsey, but I hated Rosie's dress. Rosie's dress was just ugly as fuck.
Well, not Alicia was wearing Dolores's dress from the promo pics. Well, damn.
Like I legitimately hated Rosie's dress. I was like, what is that?
Did y'all see where Dolores said that she's not going to be filming next season for Rhode Island, and she said that it was she said Joellen had something to do with it. I was like,
oh really?
Ooh. Yeah. She said that they said that she's not filming a lot for New Jersey, which that doesn't surprise me.
But she's a main cast member for Jersey.
Well, they said that they icing her out.
Shit. Oh, that means Teresa must be into it.
Either that or they icing Teresa out.
Please.
Oh, she blamed Rosie. My bad. I said Joellen. My bad. Cheap 83 said that she blamed Rosie. My bad, y'all. It was Rosie.
Rosie. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. That is Rosie.
Yeah. Nope. So with that being said, y'all, just keep your notifications on between the two of us. Y'all will be entertained today. Y'all got a lot to watch. And with that being said, we about to get out of here. Like I said, don't click off JB. Y'all, JB be gone. By the time the outro music play, JB be gone. Hold on, because I gotta ask you a question.
Okay.
All right, y'all, we out.